What's going on? Are we live? I think we're live. This will be a ton of fun. Let's start out with that. Making sure testing everything, and then we'll get this going. But this is going to be a very exciting time. It is a 5,000 live Q&A sub celebration. Ask me anything. Like you guys can go and ask me anything: movies, TV, life, video games, tips on YouTube. Like whatever you guys want to ask, this is your time to ask. I think we'll be going for 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna run it for 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, just depending on how many questions we get, how many all that stuff gets. We'll see how it goes. But let me test everything. Let me make sure everything's working. All right, so audio's working, uh, video quality's working. What's up? What's up? What's up? But like I said, guys, start throwing your questions into the live chat. I do have a couple questions to answer from you guys. Some of them were supposed to be for the podcast yesterday, but I actually didn't see that people had actually answered that until we started filming, so it was a little bit too late for that. But let me get into some of the questions that people have sent into me already, and then, well, of course, like I said, like we will be going into this. But again, guys, if you're watching this later, scroll through this, listen to this, because again, this is like because of you guys. Like I'm thanking you guys because of this. We're at 5,101 subscribers as of today, and that's a huge accomplishment. I can't even talk today. It's really early. But I have a lot of goals for the rest of the year. Some for this channel, some for this channel. Sorry guys, it is really early here, but some for this channel and in general, just some for my career down the road. But again, I never thought when I had started this YouTube channel 3 years ago that I would be at 5,000. I really didn't. I started gaining really slow, but I'm glad to see that I'm here, and it really is all because of you guys. So again, thank you so much. I would seriously not be here without you. But let's get some questions out of the way. Ali Agag asked me. By the way, if I mispronounce your name, like I'm bad at names. But what are your general opinions on the Spider-Man movies, Hugh Gottman? So one of my things is I actually enjoy every Spider-Man film just because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. I love Spider-Man to death, and I will always defend Spider-Man to the death. I think he is the best. I think he's like literally the best superhero ever made, and he's super relatable, and I just love him. Then he asked, who do you prefer, Toby, Andrew, or Tom? It's a little bit harder for me to say that because I like them all for their different reasons. I think they each fit a different thing. I think Tobey Maguire probably has the best story arc for a Spider-Man film as of now. I think Andrew Garfield has a very more gritty type of feel and also more realistic feel to Spider-Man. And then Tom Holland is pretty much the exact great version of Spider-Man that we could ever get. And then he also asked, what do you think about the not so popular ones, this Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Spider-Man 3? Again, I like them because I like every Spider-Man film. I'm not going to say that they don't have issues, but they do have issues, and I enjoy them for what they are. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 is a little darker, and then the second one takes it into more of a cartoony route, which is a little bit weird because the tones are a little bit mixed, but still, I enjoy it for what it is. Spider-Man 3, again, I enjoy it for what it is. It's a mess of a film at times, but I love Sandman. He's one of my favorite villains, so it was great to see him in there. And I see there are a bunch of you guys already in the live chat. Again, guys, one other thing I want to ask, guys. Please, please, please hit that like button. Hit that like button if you guys are here. I see 7 people have already liked the button. There are 17 people watching this, so we should be able to get around a couple more likes. Come on, guys, let's do it. But like I said, I'm going to start going into the live chat. Start throwing your questions in there. I'll pop back and forth over to my phone to read out some other questions if we're running out of some. Archer, thank you so much. MT, Lyndon, Lyndon Hickley, thank you. Damian Scott, thank you. Benjamin, Laura, what is your favorite collab video? My favorite collab video I've probably ever done is one of the ones that I've done with Cody Curtis. We did a one talking about the state of horror movies in a sense, and that was one of my favorite ones. Or the other one we did was talking about Coco and why we loved Coco so much. That's probably my favorite collab video I've ever done because I think Coco is such a special film. Then I guess you go to Rotten or Fresh. I love doing the Rotten or Fresh on Rhino Tools channel. And another great collab was meeting Sean Chandler in real life and doing a spoiler review of Captain Marvel with him and Griffin. Really, I can't choose my favorite because there's so many great ones that I've been a part of that I'm probably forgetting. And yeah, so it's been great. Sean got 100K. I did, and congrats to Sean. We started around the same time. This dude just blew up. Robert McCullion, who do you think should be the next Batman? I'm in the likeness that I would really like Robert Pattinson. I know a lot of people didn't like that Robert Pattinson to be the next Batman, but I would be down for it. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson's another one. If you're like going young, I want to see these people. And again, guys, I saw 15 likes now. Awesome. Thank you, guys. That's because of you. Dante Lock, congrats. Thank you so much. Hector, thank you so much. MT, do you have a Switch and what games? Yes, I do have a Switch, and I have a lot of games. I haven't played a lot of them. I actually like buy them in bulk. Like, this is my thing when it comes to video games. Like, I'm probably behind on like 8 games. Like, I've bought 8 games, and I've either started them or just never even opened them, and like flat out like need to play them. But like movies and like school and work and all that have been taking more of a priority at this point. So, like when I try to get back into gaming, I did tell myself when Days Gone comes out next week, that if I'm not done with anything else, I just have to start Days Gone and beat it and then start going back through. So, but to answer your question, what Switch games I mostly play is Super Smash Brothers. Hyrule Warriors is really good. Super Mario Odyssey, and then Breath of the Wild was excellent. And that I do have other ones like Skyrim, Doom, Bayonetta. I have a lot. I have almost every single one on there. But the last one I did truly beat wasn't just Super Smash Brothers. It was Let's Go Pokemon. That was actually a really fun iteration of Pokemon that I was surprised by. Lyndon Hinkley, what is your favorite DreamWorks movies? I mean, if we go to How to Train Your Dragon, I think that's How to Train Your Dragon is DreamWorks. But How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek, and then I think really underrated is Kung Fu Panda. I don't think a lot of people talk about Kung Fu Panda. Colin, what's up, Zach? Huge fan. What do you want to see more, Rocket Man or Yesterday? Honestly, I would probably rather see Rocket Man than Yesterday. I'm more of an Elton John fan than the Beatles, but I'm also more excited for Rocket Man because Taron Egerton is one of my favorite actors working today, so I'm curious to see that movie. Oh god, this thing went fast. Sugar for Me, thank you so much. Damian Scott, which MCU movies you've rewatched before Endgame? I've seen them all actually. If you guys go over to my Twitter, go over to Pope the King. That's my Twitter. I've been kind of like live tweeting my way leading up to Avengers Endgame, and I'm the only one I have left now is Infinity War, which I plan on watching tomorrow, so I don't have to, and then I go and see the film early next week before it comes out, which is going to be really exciting. What's your favorite Marvel movie that's not a part of the MCU or Spider-Man universe? Logan. Logan's probably my favorite Marvel film. I think it's actually the best made film, like best made comic book film. Max Dillingham, I am a big fan of Revenge of the Sith other than Padme and Anakin's dynamic. What is your opinion on episode 3? So I'm not going to go full detail on that because I am going to have a retro review of that in a couple months, but I love Revenge of the Sith. I would defend that thing to death. Their dynamic's fine. I think that's probably the most poor weakly written thing of the whole prequel saga, but it kind of, my thing with Star Wars is that I enjoy every little bit about Star Wars just as how I enjoy every little bit about Spider-Man, the good, the bad, the ugly, all that sorts of stuff. It's an all ogre now. If they brought back an old character in Endgame, who would you want it to be? Honestly, Quicksilver. I would be so down to see Quicksilver come back to life. I'm not gonna say that's what they're gonna do, but I would be pretty damn excited if they did do what's it called? If they brought Quicksilver back. Some other ones that I'd like to see, Natalie Portman. I love her. I'd like to see Jane maybe have a little bit of something to do in here. I don't think she will. And then just thinking in general, I'm trying not to go into stuff because I don't want to like there's stuff about Endgame that I have a lot of theories about, and I don't know. We'll leave it there. I think Quicksilver is the one that I would actually be really excited to see again. So we'll get to that. Again, guys, 29 of you guys watching this, thank you so much. 18 likes. Keep liking that button once you guys get in. We got 1 dislike. And to that motherfucker who disliked this video, fuck you. Let's move forward. Colin, which out of the new Toy Story steelbooks that were announced looks the best in your opinion? I think the first one looks best. I do agree. The first one's my favorite, but I am going to buy every single one of those. I'm a huge fucking Toy Story fan, and I am like so ecstatic about those things. Gary Rucker, what's your thoughts on the Scream movies? I love Scream. I've just never seen them all. I've seen the first one, the fourth one, and I think that's it. That's a series that I would love to go back and rewatch. Every time I go to the store, like I'm one of those guys that goes to like these like old stores who have like used movies. Like a bunch of my movies are pretty much used, and I go to Zia Records, and that's actually like the best way to find movies. Like I have found so many movies for cheap, like 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, like stuff that is like hidden in plain sight. And that, like, I mean, that store, like that's the best way to collect Blu-rays. But I haven't found Scream. Next time I go though, I will look for Scream so I can get Scream and watch all those. Max Dingen, is Us a part of the Get Out universe? I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I guess we'll find out later. Robert McKellen, I want Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman. That's a good one. I just, after he got cast in Mysterio, I don't see him being Batman. I see him having a further part in the Spider-Man universe. Hopefully they don't kill him off. Mike, movie rocks. Speaking of Rotten or Fresh, Broken Army will rise. Oh yeah, Broken Army, sure. Nerdy Boy, hey, thanks. Anthony Jenkins, what's up, man? Charlie McGibbon, what's the biggest disappointing theater experience ever? If you just mean by like biggest disappointment I've seen in a film, that's tough. Honestly, lately, Hellboy. I was so excited for Hellboy, and that was a pile of shite. Like, holy shit, that was bad. I did not like it at all. I was really excited for that movie, but if you're talking about like theater experience, like I went into the theater and like people just ruined the movie for me. You know, Conjuring 1 was almost ruined for me. Conjuring 2 was ruined for me. Annabelle Creation was almost ruined for me. Like a lot of horror films have been ruined from those aspects. But I did have a really cool experience last night. I went and saw Shazam for the 3rd time last night. And I mean, it gets better every single time I've watched it. I love that film. And it really brings back the sense of wonder that I had not felt since the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man film that I'd seen when I was a kid. But the thing that I loved about the film so much was this theater experience was great because it was a later showing, but there was a couple kids in there, and the kids' excitement, they weren't like annoying running around, but their excitement was, whoa, wow. And there's a little sense of awe to that, like that I love. And it was really cool. So I wanted to bring that up. Hector Gonzalez, what's your favorite retro video game? Gauntlet, man. Gauntlet's one of my favorite video games of all time. I just rebought that thing for the GameCube. I know retro you might be talking about a little bit older, but Gauntlet's been around forever. Diablo 2, one of my favorite games. I still play that. I love Diablo to death. And then probably Fallout. Like all the Fallout games are really good. It's all ogre now. Did you play Spider-Man PS4? I did, and I actually reviewed that. So if you want to go over and check that review out, go check it out. Maximum, what is your big theory for Star Wars Episode 9? I honestly, I don't really theorize for this new Star Wars film because I did that for The Last Jedi and it kind of ruined my experience because I theorized so much and then went in and was like super disappointed. I will say this though. I will theorize a little bit on Palpatine and how he's back. I don't think he's actually alive, but I do think that I think he somehow Rey's lineage is through him. Max, thank you again. Lyndon Hickle, have you ever seen Doctor Who? I have. I'm just not a big fan of Doctor Who. I don't know why it is. There are some entertaining episodes for sure, but it's not one of those shows I can ever rewatch. Anthony Jenkins, will you be done with the MCU after Endgame? No, I'll never be done with the MCU. Like I will always like go and watch, but my excitement for the films will go down a little bit. Just because I again, this comes down to what's their next plan? Like, where are they going next? Is it going Galactus, Doctor Doom, X-Men? Like, who are they going next? And I mean, that's really where it goes to. Like, I'll still be excited for some of the singular movies, but Endgame is like the probably biggest event film of the last couple of years. Like, I mean, this is bigger than Star Wars at this point. And I don't see us getting another, like if Episode 9 was next year, that would probably be the big tentpole film of next year. But like, when you look at Nolan and Denis Villeneuve, like those films aren't going to make the box office that this film's going to make this weekend. So yeah, I'll leave it there. But yeah, I won't be done with it. Like I love movies in general, so I'll always be excited to go. Noah, random question, but have you seen the 1999 film Cruel Intentions? Because it came back to theaters in the 20th anniversary a little while ago, so I'm wondering if you've seen it. I have not seen it. I've heard of it. I want to see it, but thank you for putting that back in my mind. Rhino 2, hello Zach, hello Ryan. Charlie McGibbon, how big of a role will Nebula play in Endgame? I'm not thinking she's gonna have the biggest role. I think she's gonna be a supporting character. I think the main three, I think this is really about Cap and Iron Man, with kind of going back down to like the original 6 and this being their story. Nebula, Rocket, War Machine will probably have their moments, and even Ant-Man. I kind of like to see them as how they use Doctor Strange in Infinity War. Like he was a core character, but he didn't get like all the great moments. Like it was still mostly about Thor and Iron Man and whatnot. And I think this one's going to tie that back together and kind of have all these other characters kind of have the same realm of that. Organized, hey man, what's up? Micah, so I'm a new dark fantasy writer, and I'm working on a book series on Wattpad. And I tend to make sure that the story is the most special thing I can ever write. I'm now writing the last chapter. Oh, well, congrats on that. Hector Gonzalez, what's your expectations for Men in Black International? I'm so excited for Men in Black International. I just saw the trailer again last night before Shazam, and I am so digging that. Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth, take my money all day long. I love Tessa Thompson, and I've liked almost every single Men in Black film. Like, I'm not going to say they're the best things in the world, but I like the concept, and I'm excited about it. Max Dingenberg, will Idris Elba be the best villain in Fast Furious universe? Probably not, honestly. I'm psyched for Hobbs and Shaw, though. Like, I'll leave it there. If you like the EG, will you see it more than once? Endgame? Yeah, I'm already planning. I already have, like, I'm planning on seeing it, like, 3 times that first week. MT, did you see the new Toy Story books? I did, and I'm really excited about them. Damien Scutts, are you excited for Mortal Kombat 11? I am excited, but I'm not buying it first day because my thing with these fighting games is after a year of it being out, there's just a new version that has all the season pass fighters in it. And I'd rather spend $60 on that and just save my money and just play the old Mortal Kombat until then. Plus, I'm not like, I don't play fighting games all the time, so it's not like something that I need. The only fighting game that I've like legitimately played like a ton of, besides Super Smash Brothers, but when we go back to like kind of 2D fighting style back and forth, was Injustice 2. I played the shit out of Injustice 2, so I actually got that one first day. Zaya, such a big fan, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Michael, by the way, what are your thoughts on the final season of Game of Thrones? I've only seen the first episode. Love it. I'm doing reviews for them, so if you watch Game of Thrones, go check out my reviews every Sunday. Nerdy Boy, do you like Queen more than the Beatles? Abso-fucking-lutely. I love Queen. Arkanize, will you come back to air? Will you? Oh my God, where'd it go? Fuck. Arkanize, will you come back to Arrow for the final season? I haven't watched Arrow in a couple seasons. I think when the final season airs, I might try and catch back up, because it is the final one, and I did really like the first few. Or I might just watch a recap because I'm just curious. I don't watch any of the CW shows anymore. Rhino, so some major characters are dying in Endgame. See, I have theory. So I guess I'll name a theory for Endgame right now. I do not think a lot of people are going to die. I really don't. I think what could possibly happen is they die on the way there, or whatever their possibility is. And then, however, they're saving the originals, like the people who died in Infinity War, they kind of reset and save everyone else who died. I just have a feeling of that. But I do feel like we will have one major death. I think one major death is a possibility. And I'm saying it's Iron Man. We'll find out soon. It's all ogre now. Awesome Quicksilver must pitch. Sorry, guys. Let me get a drink of water for a second. Oh, man. Quicksilver is my choice as well. Nice to hear. Hector Gonzalez, what's your favorite 90s song? I don't know off the top of my head, man. Alright, nice. Do you think it's just a coincidence that there's 6 Infinity Stones and 6 original Avengers? No. I think Kevin Feige, maybe it's coincidence, but I think Kevin Feige probably plays off that. MT, you play Fortnite? I do. Not 100% all the time. I play it for the Battle Pass because it's like addicting. I just do the challenges and then I get off. Thoughts about Hobbs and Shaw. I am so anticipating this movie. It looks so fucking stupid, but I am all for it. Would you love the new 22 Jump Street? I love 22 Jump Street. I've always wanted a third one. I'm surprised we never got one. Hedron is also only John Wick was in Endgame. Yep. Rudy's movie reviews. Where do you see yourself in your channel in 5 years? Congratulations on your success. Thank you so much, Rudy. If you guys have never checked out Rudy, go check out over his channel. The fact that he's not at 1,000 subs yet is baffling to me. He's but that's a great question. So personally, like a lot of my goals is to become a Rotten Tomatoes critic. That is like one of the biggest things that I want to be is on Rotten Tomatoes. I've started a website, Wolf of Geek Street, to kind of just like, sometimes I'll do more reviews on there for smaller films, and I'll write them instead of doing a video review, because I do like writing. Sometimes if I really like a movie a lot or I dislike a movie a lot, maybe if I want to voice my opinion a little bit more to get my voice out there a little more, I'll write a review on it. Hellboy did that before I did a video and a written review. And then I cover the Phoenix Film Festival out here, and I didn't even do reviews on my YouTube channel yet. I've done them all on there. And a lot of indie films I actually do on there because, I mean, not a lot of people know about them on YouTube yet, so I wait until the actual release date. But in 5 years, I hope to be at pretty much being able to do this like full time, have a job in this in a sense, and really just be a really good critic. Grow my contacts, join more critic groups like the BFCA maybe. And then another one of my things is I really want to get on radio. or TV station and just talk movies. Like, I love talking movies, and that's kind of like the one part of my life that I just want to always continue. Like, I've said that this YouTube channel will continue to go on for a very long time. No matter what happens, like if I take a week off, I have a kid, or I get married, like I'm still gonna do this channel. This channel is a part of me, and that's movies in general. So great question, Rudy. What is your favorite Funko Pop? It's probably my Hatbox Ghost. That's always my background. I really like that one. My Alien from Toy Story is one of my new favorite ones, and probably James Wan. Those are my 3 favorite ones right now. Liam Rush. Hey Zach, most anticipated film apart from Endgame. Toy Story 4. Hands down. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a huge Toy Story fan. All right, guys, I've avoided all Endgame. Okay. Max, what is the worst film you've seen last year and this year so far? I mean, Hellboy, and then I don't. Pacific Rim last year was horrible. Hector Gonzalez, I've never seen Logan. Round 2, are you going to watch The Curse of La Llorona? I was actually supposed to see it last night, and I'm not joking. I actually put this on my letterbox. We walked in, the film started. And I said, I'm not watching this. I'm going to see Shazam again. I just walked out and returned my ticket. I'm like, this is dumb. I mean, it wasn't bad, but from what I saw, it didn't hook me. It sucks. I'll probably eventually catch it on streaming and stuff, but yeah. As Matt, Spider-Man Far From Home and Phase 3, how do you feel about that? I actually don't like that. I like Endgame ending Phase 3. I think it's kind of dumb that it's not going to be the one that ends it. So, but whatever. Mike Movie Rocks, favorite comic book movie so far this year. What's come out this year? Captain Marvel and Hellboy, and that's really it. I mean, there's not really that many comic book films this year off the top of my head. So Shazam, I guess. Yeah, Shazam. Zaya, which award do you think Us has a better chance in an Oscar potential? Score or actress? Sadly, score. I think score is the only thing it could really get a chance of nomination for. Sadly, I don't think Lupita will. Liam Rush Productions. Love your channel, by the way. Thank you so much. Maxie, do you agree that Mark Strong as a villain in Shazam is pretty underrated right now? I thought he was good. I didn't love him. I think Zod's more underrated, actually. I think no one talks about General Zod or Man of Steel. So, but yeah. I mean, for sure, like, I liked him in it. Linda, what are your thoughts on Frozen? Because a lot of people I know don't like it, but I've always loved it. Frozen is a good movie. That's the thing. Frozen's a good movie. If you're going to sit over here and shit on it, you're just shitting on it to kind of go with the bandwagon. It is a good movie. You can call it overrated. Some people can call it underrated because people shit on it. It's a good movie. I'm excited for Frozen 2. The first one, the only reason I got annoyed of it is because I used to babysit someone and they used to watch that film 24/7. So that's the exact reason why I just don't care about Frozen, the first one, anymore. That's the reason I don't own the film, is because I've seen it so many fucking times. But again, I like it. Like, it's a good movie. The music's good. The animation's great, and it's funny. Can you rank your top 10 directors with your favorite film by them? Oh, that's for a video. I can give you like my favorite directors. I mean, Scorsese, Spielberg, Denis Villeneuve, Christopher Nolan. Man. See, and that's the thing. Like, I going off the top of my head, I can't remember. That's a good video. I might do that eventually. Thank you for that. Best Disney animated film, non-Pixar included. That's tough. Either Aladdin or Lion King, honestly, or even I would maybe even put Princess and the Frog up there because I really like that film. Do you think it's possible Palpatine created Rey? Yes, I just said that. Nerdy boy, I don't like Doctor Who. It's all ogre now. Would you want a Spider-Man film? No, I would rather want a TV show for Spider-Man. Personally. I loved Missing Link. Do you agree? I love Missing Link. Did you see my review for it? I gushed all about that movie. I thought that movie was great. MT, PS4, Xbox. So here's the thing. I play my PS4 more, but I think the Xbox, because I have the newest Xbox, the new Xbox does run better. So I'll leave it there. Benny, hi Zach, congrats. Thank you so much. Ronzo, what are you expecting from Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? I'm expecting an Oscar nomination. That's how good I think this film's gonna be. I think Joaquin Phoenix is the best working actor today. Right next to Robert Pattinson after seeing High Life. No, another random question, but what's your opinion on the actor Matthew Lillard? He was in the movies such as Scream, 13 Ghosts, Scooby-Doo. I mean, he's good. I've not watched him a lot. Anyways, also, besides Infinity War, which MCU movies can someone watch minimum before Endgame if they haven't seen all the movies in the MCU? I mean, I can't answer that without seeing Endgame. But personally, after doing my rewatch, anything with an Infinity Stone, I think needs to be seen. Infinity War, Civil War, and Captain Marvel. I think I just that's where I'll put it at. Benjamin, who's your favorite movie villain of all time? Magneto. We actually answered that question yesterday on my podcast, The Good Boys, but Magneto is definitely one of them. Nerdy Boy, do you watch Walking Dead? I love Walking Dead, in fact. I read the comics. I have a ton of the Funko Pops right up in there in that corner. And I'm a full-blown Walking Dead fan. I will fully agree that the show has not been the strongest, but I will argue with anyone who says that the last season was not the best season they've had since season 3. That last season kicked me back in because I was to the point where I was like, oh, I'll watch it like the next day. I don't need to watch it tonight. This last season made me watch every single episode the second they aired because I had to see what was going on. And I love that they did that for me. So really excited with this new showrunner. I'm excited to see where they take the show. A little still worried in some parts, but I'm excited. Thank you for that. Top 10 favorite films ever. I did a whole video on that, so I'll give kind of off the top of my head. It changes every day, but I mean, my top 3 always is Wolf of Wall Street, Toy Story 1 or 3, kind of just switches between them, and then Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then probably moving in there, Iron Giant, District 9, The Town, La La Land, Pulp Fiction, The Django Unchained. And then the last one, it moves between like either The Big Sick or even Catch Me If You Can. Ryan O'Toole, Cap, Iron Man, Thor are going to die, I think. I don't see Thor dying. I think his character's too reinvigorated to kill him off. And I don't think Cap will die either, in my opinion. I think he's going to get a happy ending. Like I said, but I mean, I could be completely wrong. MT, what's your Xbox? We need to duo. I actually don't even know what my Xbox name is. Damien Scott, did you... Oh, no. Damien Scott, did you play the remake of Resident Evil 2? So that's another thing. I was talking about video games earlier in this thing that I have literally owned tons of video games and still not played them. I own Resident Evil 2, still in the packaging. I haven't even opened it. I got it because it was like $25 at GameStop. Are you excited about Black Widow? I am. I'm excited about it. I like... If Taskmaster is really the villain, I'm all in. Organize, what's your website again? It's in my description down below, but it's called The Wolf of Geek Street, or Wolf of Geek Street. You can find it down there. Max Danbury, how has Letterboxd helped you become a critic? It actually hasn't helped me too much. It kind of, I don't like Stardust. Like, I used to do Stardust a lot, but the app is very glitchy, so half the time it doesn't even work for me. So I just go on Letterboxd to give my my thoughts to it, you know. But Letterboxd is cool. I like it. The best thing I've liked about it is actually putting my rankings together because I'm planning on I've always wanted to rank every film that I've seen in the year, and it's hard for me to remember every film that I've seen. So now Letterboxd is easy for me to go through and have a ranking of every single film I've seen in the year, and I kind of change it as I see movies. Lyndon, have you seen the show Legion? I don't know which Legion you're talking about. Are you talking about the X-Men one? If you have, I love it. I need to catch back up on it though. Gabriel, please shout to Garden Grove, California. Liam Rush predictions. Can you see? I eventually Florence Pugh will be getting nominated for Best Actress. She's one of my favorites working right now. All right, Pacific Rim Uprising was awful. Yes, it was. Nerdy Boy, I can't wait for Toy Story 4 Funko Pops. Yes, I think they come out Monday. I'm going to Hot Topic right after school to buy them all. Do you watch Gotham? I watched some of it. It was fine. Brock Hapside, if you want to collab with someone in Las Vegas, hit me up. I'm never in Las Vegas. I'm usually in Arizona, but I'll keep that in mind. Nerdy Boy, Gotham is a great show. I've heard of that. Noah, what do you think of John Wick 3 Paralybium? I can't fucking hate that. Will be a box office success or not? No, it'll be a box office success. All of them have been box office successes. Hector Gonzalez, favorite snack of all time? Cookies. Oreos. Nerdy Boy, I'm excited about Frozen 2. Cool. Will Vin Diesel have a cameo? No, Vin Diesel will not have a cameo. I'll be shocked if he does. Hector Gonzalez, I think, honestly, out of all the cameos, I think Charlize Theron could have a cameo. Organize, when we invent the technology to copy and paste someone's room, can I copy yours, please? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, man. What is your favorite TV show? So my favorite TV show of all time is either Chuck or Breaking Bad. I love those two shows to death, but The Leftovers is also up there. Game of Thrones, if it ends really good, can easily get bumped up there. I don't like saying my favorite shows unless the show's finished. So like Breaking Bad, Chuck, The Leftovers. Walking Dead's really good, but again, like those are like my top 3. Does America have a place to see movies? Odin. I mean, I don't know what that question means. Better director, Nolan or Tarantino? Nolan is a better director. Tarantino is a better writer. Max Dingham, which Star Wars movie has the best score? Phantom Menace. Honestly, probably Phantom Menace. Ryan O'Toole, I'm sad missing. Yeah, I'm sad about that too. Real Talk, congrats, brother. Much well deserved. Thank you so much for Real Talk. Real Talk is the realest man you'll ever meet. Max, I love Ultra from Spider-Man: Homecoming. Do you? Why do you think no one talks about him? Oh, I think he's the best, second best MCU villain. Game of Thrones or Stranger Things? Game of Thrones. Nerdy Boy, I have almost every Walking Dead pop. That's awesome to hear. Organizing evil. Liam Nush, I'm thinking of doing movie reviews on YouTube. Fancy collabing with me? Just comes down to it. I like doing collabs with other channels that are kind of like up to something special. But if you have a cool idea, let me know. Gabriel, since when did you start making videos? I started making videos in 2015 after I graduated high school, and those videos suck. They're on private for only my enjoyment only. And then back in 2016, a couple months after my first review I came back with was Central Intelligence and Finding Dory. I was posting stuff on my Facebook saying, oh, I really like this movie. I really like this movie. And someone was like, why don't you just do your videos again? So I started diving into it and doing it just for fun. Then I was like, I should probably take this a little bit more serious. So I started buying actual equipment and whatnot. Real talk, what would disappoint you more? Endgame not being good or Toy Story 4 not being good? Honestly, Toy Story 4, just because of the quality of the films. Like, Marvel has not done a bad movie, but they've done okay movies. But I think Toy Story 4 would be the one that would disappoint me more, just because the other three I think are perfect films. So, good question. Zaya, did you think Infinity... Oh, my God. Do you think Infinity War should have been nominated for directing? No. Nah, the directing wasn't. It was good, but it wasn't anything special. Liam Rushford, can Deadpool make a cameo during this? Maybe. Pikachu Cat, hey, thank you so much. And if you guys know, give a shout out to Pikachu Cat. They did my artwork for, yeah, if you guys ever have fan art like my thumbnail, like for YouTube, tweet it at me. I love that type of stuff. Damien Scott, have you watched The Gifted? No, I've heard it's good though. I also heard it got canceled, so I don't really care to. All right, guys, do you think if Kevin Feige ever steps down that the Russo ever step up? No, I think they're done with the MCU, personally. I don't see him coming back. 3C Films, congrats, Zach. Do you wish we would have a renaissance of Kung Fu Jackie movies? Do you think will happen? Maybe Shang-Chi, Marvel characters will bring it back. Well, thank you so much, 3C Films. I do miss Kung Fu movies, and I think Shang-Chi, the Marvel character, will bring that back, actually. I'm really excited for that one, actually. Oh my God. Ryan, see, I disagree. LOL, Chris Evans is done. Thor's regretting not going for the head. It's going to bite him. Thanos will kill Thor. We will see. Man, time will tell. See, Chris Evans is done, but what says he just doesn't go back in time and just spends the rest of his life with Peggy? That's how I think it's going to go. Because here's the thing. The only reason he is still alive is because he was frozen over. It's not just because he, like, ages slowly. Like, that's how I view it. Like, he can die of old age. Are you excited for Marvel Leads in Season 3? Yes, I am. Henry Gonzalez, favorite album of all time? That's hard. I'd have to look. Have you seen Batman the Anime Series? Yes. Did Disney say Episode 9 is the final Star Wars film or the last film? It's the last of the saga, and then, yeah. Damien Scott, have you watched Black Summer on Netflix? I have not. I've seen a lot of posts about it, and I do want to watch it. Damien Scott, have you watched... Zia, who would win in a fight? Captain America from the MCU or Batman from DCU? Probably Captain America, honestly. Oh my God, come on. Lyndon, what is your favorite lightsaber battle for Star Wars movies? I mean, the Phantom Menace one is pretty good, but people are going to hate this. The Last Jedi one was awesome. I'm sorry. That was awesome. My favorite shows are Walking Dead and Stranger Things. Maxine, was Glasses disappointing for you, especially for how good... It wasn't disappointing. It just wasn't what I wanted. So, I liked it. Gabriel, thank you so much. Hector Gonzalez, VHS or DVD? I don't know. The DVD because more convenient, but VHSs are cooler. Charlie McGivern, should Aquaman have been nominated for Best Picture? Yes. I'm scared of when you're trying to figure out what to say because you want to watch comic books. Yosh. Yes, the Real Talk. Collider Live fan right there. Fantastic Four, X-Men, and the MCU. Which are you more excited for? Fantastic Four. What's your favorite Blu-ray you own? I don't know. Men vs. Movies. Ryan, I've seen a good bit of Toy Story 4, and I can't say anything, but I'm like, I love to hear that. Ron O'Toole, he can dance with Peggy in heaven. That would be make me bald. They're not going to show him dance in heaven. Like I said, I really do think that could be happen. But I mean, I could be wrong. State of Juggler, hey Zach, hey, thanks so much. Arcanized, thoughts on the women on Twitter calling out superhero movies and Star Wars fanboys? I mean, if you're calling out someone for crying over a trailer reaction, fuck you. Max, what are your favorite sports movies? Remember the Titans, Blindside, really like those. Arcanized, do you think Annihilus could be in an end? I don't know who that is. But I don't even want an end credit scene for Endgame. What movie do you quote all the time? Oh man, Wolf of Wall Street. Do you think there will ever be an RA movie in the MCU? No, but I think Deadpool will eventually tie into there, and I think they're going to keep him MCU or rated R. Have you seen all the Marvel Netflix shows, and if you could rank them? I haven't watched them all, but I'll just give you like my basic ranking. Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones season 1, not season 2. Luke Cage season 1, Defenders. Wait, no. Iron Fist season 2, Luke Cage season 1, Defenders, and then everything else below that. What do you think of The Wolf of Wall Street? It's my favorite film of all time. Happy Easter, bro. Stay humble. You as well. Have you watched The Office? Yeah, I watch The Office 24/7. It's one of my favorite shows. What's the best of the Dark Knight trilogy? They are equally great movies. My personal favorite is Batman Begins. Dark Knight's the best made film, but Batman Begins is great, and I think Dark Knight Rises is underrated. If you were to make a film, what genre would it be? Horror. My first one would be horror. Haley Steinfeld, hot or not? Hot, I guess. Ryan O'Toole, thank you. I'm not alone. $100, do you watch Spanish language movies? No, not particularly. What are your thoughts on Dark Phoenix? I'm excited for it, and that new trailer was really good. ASMR White, do you ever get worried about when seeing a press screen that you've been anticipating really not liking a film that no one has reviewed yet, so you're worried that your thoughts are insane? All the time, man, all the time. Because the thing is sometimes I'll talk to some of the other critics at press screenings, but a lot of times I have to go by myself, and then I'll see the film, and I'll go home, and I'll, like, if I truly, like, if the embargo isn't for a little bit, I will sit on the movie and not talk about it and just think to myself about it, because there are times where I've seen films and I'm like, I don't know if I like that or not, or I don't know if I did like that, or so sometimes it gets a little bit scary. I mean, especially with like how people are. Like, I saw Captain Marvel. I liked Captain Marvel. I didn't know how other people are going to feel. Same thing with Solo. I liked Solo. I thought it was good, but people didn't like it for good reason, I guess. But for me, it was like, I did those reviews and people were fucking freaking out. And I'm like, I liked the movie. Like, sorry. Have you seen Annihilation? If you did you enjoy it? Yes, I did. And Real Talk's actually in here. We did a spoiler review of that. Heading out to Coachella. Real, I'm so jealous that you are, but I do need to come out to California. I'm probably coming out for San Diego Comic-Con. So I'll see you then. Lyndon Hinkle, have you seen Cloak and Dagger? I've watched the first season. I really like it. Charlie McGinn, my dream movie is Marvel versus DC. That would be cool. Hector Gonzalez, what's your least favorite holiday movie? I don't know off the top of my head. What do you think of Meg? Meg is one of the funniest, stupidest movies I've ever watched, but I love it. Nerdy Boy, I don't know why, but I think Iron Man has a higher chance to die more than... Thank you. What are your thoughts on The Mandalorian and Clone Wars? Super excited for those. Is it tough for you to be doing a YouTube, or do you get nervous or stressed doing it? Oh, man, all the time. All the time I get nervous and stressed about doing it. Maybe not nervous, but more... nervous comes down to some of the videos. Like, if I start a new series, I want people to watch it. And, like, when I only get a couple of views on it, it kind of, like, makes me a little sad because I'm like, okay, this should have gotten more. But it doesn't really matter on that part. Stressed at times, yeah. Because I try to do 3 videos a week. So if I'm feeling lazy, or say I don't have a lot of movies, like this week was hard to find out videos to do because I didn't really want to see Curse of La Llorona. They didn't screen that for Preston out here. I didn't care to go pay to see it, and I didn't want to review it, which sucks. Like, I wanted to review it, but at the same time, I knew I was just going to shit on it. So what's the point of me going to the movie that I know I'm probably not going to like and then just giving bad praises to it when everyone else has already done the same thing? So yeah, I mean, at times. Do you have a favorite musical? La La Land. La La Land of all time. What movie cliche do you hate the most? A cat jumping out in a horror film. Castle, what has been your worst experience at a theater? Annabelle Creation, tons of little kids running around. That was horrible. Have you ever screamed in a theater because of a badass movie scene? I mean, everyone jumped when Thor came into Wakanda. Have you seen Avengers Endgame leaks? I saw one thing. I don't want to see anything else because I just saw a picture and I was pretty pissed already about that. Do you want to do the movie Trivia Shimoda? I mean, yeah. Fuck yeah, why not? I would kick ass in that. Hey, Gonzalez, do you like coffee? No, I don't drink coffee. It doesn't work for me. Are you gonna re-rank the Marvel? Yes, I have a lot of Marvel videos coming up after Endgame. I'm gonna be re-ranking them. I'm gonna be doing a spoiler review by myself because I worked that whole weekend, so I'm gonna have to film it by myself. The only other thing that I want to do is I do want to go back and re-rank heroes and villains, but at the same time, I might just wait till Spider-Man Far From Home to do those, just because, I mean, we're getting Mysterio, and that's a new villain. So we'll see about that. Zach, Penguins, man, Penguins. I need to see Penguins. I've had like 7 chances to go see this fucking movie. Your first review of Endgame will be spoiler-free, right? Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be right up as the embargo, so I can't talk spoilers. Are you seeing Breakthrough? No, I skipped the screening of that for Missing Link. What's your favorite classic horror movie? Evil Dead. Do you have a second job other than YouTube? I mean, YouTube is not my job. My real job is I'm a retail key carrier at TJ Maxx. That's where I get all my money to buy this shit. And I'm just working there until I'm done with school. Like I go to school full time, I work full time, and I do this pretty much part time. So, what are your thoughts on Suicide Squad 2? Dying to see it. I love James Gunn, and I like the concept of the first one. I just thought it was a mess. Have you ever thought about reviewing a movie in an ASMR format? I don't know what that is. Biggest disappointment in 2018 was Fallen Kingdom. It was incredibly mediocre. Have you seen the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? I have not. My sister watched it and told me she liked it. You think Endgame is going to be better than Infinity War? I think Endgame will be better than Infinity War, and I think it'll actually push Infinity War to be a better film. Damn, Zach, be working hard. What do you go to school for, if you don't mind me asking? I go to school for business. I'm a business major. I was gonna originally go for film, but as I started taking the film classes, a lot of it was stuff I already knew and stuff I had even taught myself. So I decided to go into business because I have business plans. I'll just say that. I don't want to give away my ideas over the internet. Favorite theater food? I don't get theater food, honestly. I mean, if I do, like, probably a burger, because the one I go to has an awesome burger, and then there's another one I go to that has great chicken fingers, but that's really it. Most forgettable movie you've ever seen? If I knew the answer to that, it wouldn't be forgettable. Did you ever play the Lego Batman video game? I didn't. I played the Lego Marvel ones, though. Those were fun. So it looks like I've caught it back up finally with the chat. I do have a couple questions off of YouTube, because I didn't do them for my podcast because I'm dumb. So one of the things is, what do you edit and shoot your videos on? What are your thoughts on Silence of the Lamb? What do I shoot my videos on? I shoot my videos off my phone or my webcam. Yeah. Edit all my computer. iMovie, sometimes Adobe, just kind of depends on the video. Completely random. Oh, and then Silence of the Lamb I really like. Completely random favorite foods. Breakfast. Most underrated movie character. It's a little hard. Favorite anime movies. Toy Story, Spirited Away, Iron Giant. What is the most underrated movie of all time? I'd have to think about that. If you had to choose between Deadpool or Cable, who would you choose? Deadpool. Remember the little girl in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood saying that was best? Who would you say that to? Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Pattinson, and my God, Walking Phoenix. Favorite bands or album? Foo Fighters, Black Bear, Post Malone, Queen, all that sort of stuff. What's your favorite aspect about the process of making a YouTube video? My favorite part of making a YouTube video is probably seeing the movie and then recording. My least favorite is editing. I despise editing. But I don't trust anyone else to edit my videos. Like, because I've had one friend who asked, like, oh, I'll edit your videos. And I'm like, I would rather just do it because I know what I want from the video. I know what I want to say. Like, because these video clips will be longer than you think. And then I have to edit out stuff I don't want to say. So let's go back to the live chat. Answer a couple more, and then I'll probably be cutting this live stream off. How did you become affiliated with Sandwich on Films, and how does one join that Cool Kids Club? Well, a lot of it is just he runs screenings out here in Arizona, like this website did. So just reached out to a bunch of websites and networked. I don't know if he's bringing on anyone else personally, but I formed a friendship with him, and now I'm part of that. It's really brought me into a full thing. Like if it wasn't for John, I wouldn't have a lot. I'll say that. Like he's a part of my success. What is your ranking of How to Train Your Dragon movies? Well, actually, going back to the other question, you don't just go to a website and like, it's really build your repertoire and then network to websites. There's more than just Sandwich on Films. There's tons of entertainment websites in every state. And I get that question a lot of like, how do you join? And it's like, I mean, it's just hard work, but it's not just joining this website because you know someone. It's talking and networking to other websites. I reached out to a lot of other websites, and John was the coolest, most sincere, and like I liked his vibe. And plus, the other websites were douchey, and I didn't like them, and I liked his the most. And again, he was everything I could want, and my gut told me to go with him, and I loved it, and it's brought a lot of success. Like that's the truth. And it's just been a great collab with him. What was your How to Train Your Dragon movie ranking? 1, 3, and 2. Have you ever played Batman Arkham Knight? Yes, I didn't. I was very disappointed in it. What's a movie you found hilariously bad? Serenity. Do You of Alone? I don't know what that means. What is your most anticipated movie 2019 after Endgame? Toy Story 4. I asked about Florence Pugh being nominated for Fighting with Family. Oh, I don't think she will, sadly. What are your thoughts on the channel Awesome Fiasco? I have nothing. I don't know anything about that. Favorite Eminem song? Till I Collapse. Or Spacebound. Hey, Zach, real quick. I wanted to say congrats again. Thanks for being your observation. No problem, man. Thanks so much. What are your thoughts on Tomorrowland? I've never finished it. What music biopic would you like to see? Foo Fighters or Nirvana? I admire your friendly, vibrant personality. I wish nothing but the absolute best. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Disney Plus? Love it. I'm so buying it. It's the best deal you could possibly get. What's the film you're most nervous about? Mine is Sonic the Hedgehog. Aladdin is for me. What movie recently made you geek out at the Oscars because it was nominated? Mine was Get Out and Mad Max. Probably both of those two. This last year didn't really have one that made me. Oh, The Big Sick made me geek out a lot. Can I have some tips for getting 5,000 subs? I mean, I've done tip videos before. The biggest one I can say is just grind. Figure out how to make your content better. Figure out how to get your SEO better. Tagging, all that's really important. And just in general, just keep putting out content that you are proud of, that you would watch. I feel like when I got in that mentality, that's when I seriously, or even just coming up with new ideas or trying new ideas or just collabing, forming friendships. I mean, that's a big part of it, but it's really just on yourself, is just becoming yourself. I found myself earlier in my channel not doing that. And if I would have taken this more serious from the start, I honestly don't, I feel like my channel would be even bigger. Not saying like million subs, but I'm saying it would be bigger than 5,000 subs. And I took the lazy route at first, and sometimes I'm still lazy. I mean, I kicked myself in the ass a couple weeks ago because I was like, I'm not putting out enough content. I wasn't. Like last year I was putting out a lot, and when it hit January, I really I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And I didn't do this on purpose. I just got lazy. I was like, oh yeah, two videos a week. And I noticed like I literally was not growing in subs. So I made a plan on different videos I do each week, and I've stuck to it so far. I think there's like one I didn't do, and that was only because I pushed it back in the year because it coincides with a different film. So who's your favorite character from The Office? Jim. Thoughts on the Scary Movie franchise? What do you usually look for in an anime movie? Just a good story. Who should kill Thanos? Nebula. What are your thoughts on It Chapter 2? Dying to see it. Favorite Power Ranger? The Red Ranger. I know it sounds weird, but I like talking movies, so if you want to with me on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook enough. So sorry. And in Facebook I only add people that are like personal, that I like know in person. Favorite sitcom. I'd have to think about that one. Oh, probably Seinfeld or Friends. James McAvoy is one of my favorite actors. What are your thoughts on him? Favorite performance is Split. He's really good in there. What do you use for your camera, laptop, or an actual camera? I use my phone. This is pretty much what I use everything for. Downloading trailers, recording, making thumbnails, pretty much all on this. The Green Rangers on the laptop. I have a Lenovo Legion, but I'm planning on getting a MacBook. Apple or Android? Apple. What is your favorite X-Men movie? Logan, if that doesn't count, X-Men First Class. Favorite character in Friends is probably Joey. Or Chandler, yeah, I kind of go between them. What's your thoughts on Rango? It's good. I haven't watched it though. I've seen it. I just look, I own it and it's still in the packaging. That kind of puts it that I haven't rewatched that film for. I own a lot of movies that are like still in the packaging. Actually, it's really sad. What's your favorite moment in Spider-Man? Oh, that's too many. All right, guys. 5 more questions. Then I'm gone. 5 more questions, and then this live Q&A is done because I have another video to go make. Have you seen Parks and Rec? Yes, I love Parks and Rec. It's so hilarious, and Andy and Aubrey Plaza's character are one of my favorites. Would you rather be roommates with Chandler from Friends or Jim from The Office? Probably Jim. Underrated films. That's a hard one. There's so many. Biggest surprise of 2019 so far. Ooh. Oh fuck. A Long Shot. That the fact that film was my number 1 is insane. How big is your head? I don't know. Thoughts on the Raid movies? Love them. Parks and Rec or The Office? The Office. Favorite Amy Adams performance? Arrival. Thanks for being very inspiring to me, and thank you guys for everything that you guys have done. I'm gonna see one more question. Do you want to be a Hollywood filmmaker? I mean, I want to be a filmmaker in general. I want to make movies, but guys, thank you guys again so much for all the support. I would seriously not be here without you guys. Like, it means the world to me that you guys have been here. A lot of you guys have been here from the start when I started my shitty channel back in 2015, and then how much it's grown, the advice that you guys have given me. I want to do more live streams. I'm planning on trying to do at least 1 a month if I can, but like you guys know, every single time I hit a subscriber count, I will do another one, another Q&A, another live. This was a great experience. This is fun, guys. More videos to come. Lots of Avengers content next week. New podcast on Monday. And guys, you damn right know, my Avengers Endgame review is coming up soon. I don't want to say what the embargo is. I don't want to say when I'm saying it. I don't even think I'm allowed to. I'm saying it pretty soon, though. I'll leave it there for you guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video, though. Thank you if you guys are catching this later. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are new here for some reason, this is your first video, I'm sorry for the shitty quality. It's usually not like this. But guys, thank you guys again so much for watching all this. And make sure to go listen to that new podcast of The Good Boys on Monday because we are giving away a copy of Glass. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay classy.